Hey everyone, I'm Luke, and it's nice to have you here on this very new venture of mine. Um, I'm going to be listening to Opeth, Last Will and Testament, and I think I'm in maybe a minority in that I've never heard any Opeth until this album. It popped up on my Spotify, and I listened to the first track, and yeah, like a lot of people, it drew me in, and yeah, I think the whole album is amazing. So I have listened to it several times already, and I love it. Um, so I'm probably going to be stopping it now and then to uh, maybe do a little bit of analysis. Sometimes I like to play and work out what's happening sometimes. A little bit. I won't be doing too much of that, but mostly be listening to it. And yeah, so we've got Michael Arkerfeld on guitars, lead and backing vocals. Citra. I need to Google what that is. Mellotrons, percussion and effects, string arrangements, art direction, lyrical concept. He's a busy bloke. Martin Mendez on bass and backing vocals. Frederick Ackerson on guitars and backing vocals. Joachim Svalberg on piano, Hammond organ, Mellotrons, Fender Rhodes, and Moogs backing vocals and effects. And Walteri Veronin on drums, percussion, and backing vocals. And he is their brand new drummer, I believe. They've also got Ian Anderson of Jethro Tull on flute, and Joey Tempest from Europe, I think, on backing vocals, which is on paragraph 2. And yeah, I mean, I could read the whole of this Wikipedia page because there's a lot of people on this album. But yeah, so I think I'm just going to jump straight in and start having a little listen. Let's go. Helps if I put my headphones on. I've got my cup of tea. I'm ready to go. So that's in 3, and that keeps going round, and then everything's kind of moving around that. It sounds like, and I think it restarts. It sort of cuts in again when the band when it sort of drops back down again. Maybe. I don't know how you count the rest of it around that. I love that contrast between the two voices, Michael and Ian Anderson. I love the way he says pity. It's like really pronounces the P, very aggressive. Crazy vibrato. No. I love those kind of growls. And it's not even a word really, it's just like the noise. Cheeky roads. So eerie, isn't it? That blew my mind when I first heard it, that big major chord. His voice is so different on this verse. Can I call it a verse? I don't know. Enacted grief. We're pretending to be sad. Is that what that means? I love this bit. Frederick with the trials. Love that rhythm underneath. This vocal effect here. I wonder who recorded that. Is that Michael pitched up? Or did they get? Sounds like a girl maybe. They bring someone in. Let me know in the comments. Trying to work out what that represents, that little bit, which sort of sounds like a playground almost. And then is this like the funeral of the patriarch? So many questions. So beautiful, isn't it? I love that chord there. Don't know why I went to major there. It's almost like a sharp 9 chord. So this sound is just like normal 7th chord, like dominant 7th. Then you have this colour here, super aggressive sounding, but it's so subtle on that, it doesn't sound aggressive because of the way it moves to the D minor. Here it is here. I think I'm hearing that right. This is the wake, maybe, or the chitter chatter. Just my interpretation, could be wrong. I love this mug. It's a mug on a mug.
A child in the night.
remember hearing this for the first time and thinking how tricky it must be to write a melody to fit all those chord changes, because they're all over the place. Joey there on the vocals. He's got some pipes on him, that guy. This is beyond stank face, this riff. Not stank anymore. Love that alarm sound. It's like, see, it just happens once in the whole album, and it should be. I mean, it sort of sounds out of place, but it should sound a lot more out of place than it does. But it doesn't. It just kind of works. I think it's the timing of it. Dun dun. Whoa! That was the siren. More roads. Snow made white the street. This is the Beatles section. Love this chord here. So ominous. Here comes the stank. Joey's back. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of points on this album where I had to Google the lyrics because he uses so many words. Considering I think English is his second language, right? Michael's because they're a Swedish band, right? So yeah, I had to, clandestine. I'd heard the word before, but I just couldn't remember what it meant. And I think it's like, is it like secrets or something like that? And then Borns is like streams, so like secret streams, a metaphor, I guess, of some sort. And then Den of Inequity, I kind of knew what that meant, but I had to kind of look that up and go, what does that actually mean? It's great, really amazing lyrics. Back to the stank. I love Michael's laughs throughout the album, and then cries. It's a real mix of regret and at the same time like pure evil. Reclaim your souls. endings on this album are on point. Does anyone know what a waxing sun is tomorrow? I have no idea what that means. Yeah, the mellotron there at the end. This must be a real bugger to play. Da-da. Kind of using that scale, sort of harmonic minor. I mean, I'm calling it that. That's kind of the set of notes, but I don't think A is necessarily home. Love that rhythm. That must be really hard to sing like that, staccato, high. Yeah. I've seen him sing this live and just on YouTube. Yeah, he does nail it, it's amazing. So heavy. That's a real highlight of the album, that bit. Matrimonial love skeleton key. This is not my favourite track out of the 8. But I get into that kind of line of thinking, and then so much happens in one song, so I don't know if I can really say, oh, it's this track. I think it's just like certain parts of this track I'm not that keen on. But I still love a lot of it. This is my least favourite lyric here. I don't know, it just stands out to me, and I don't know, just my personal interpretation of it, but I just who cares? I didn't write it. Oh, the riffs on this album are so good. Come on, Frederick. like A major, I think. It's so tense there because you've got the E flat in the bass. It's like this tritone movement, obviously found in a lot of metal music, but a lot on this album as well. But then you got the E right next to it, which is basically that semitone, super clashy. And then when it goes to the A, the tritone move there, it then has this sharp 4 and then resolves there to A major. So it's really beautifully sung as well, isn't it? Dreamy, and it's just like tense, but I could play that all day. Anyway. I always like to count at the end of this one, try and work out when it does the bit that's coming right at the end. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know why I have to count. I was going to say that's another highlight of the album, but the whole album's amazing. What this reminds me of, like, the way each track is unique, but it kind of sounds like it's the same song. I don't know how he's done it. It reminds me of Coheed and Cambria. I can't remember what album it is. What's the one with the... I haven't heard it in so long, I can't even remember the name of it. But there's an album they did maybe in the 2000s, 2004, I want to say. And yeah, a lot of the tracks like that, they kind of, it goes into the next one. It still sounds like it could be part of the previous song, but it's a completely new song. And it's very clever sort of writing, keeping it all in the same sort of theme and style, and yeah, I could be talking rubbish, but hopefully that makes sense. I love that. So why were you, Jerry? Why were you not in the office on Tuesday? Oh, fair enough. Wow! Screaming in my right ear. Love it. Scream more. Pivotal moment. Again, this bit's not my favourite on the album. don't know. Just some things pop out in the wrong way sometimes on songs for me. Probably because I don't understand some of it. I think that's probably it. Obviously, Michael wrote it, so it's like he knows exactly all the parts and beautiful harp there. Mind you, I think even Michael said like he writes very instinctive, so yeah, half the stuff that comes out he doesn't understand either from what he said. But yeah, just love it. So the harpist here is Mia Westland, and I can't remember how they got her on board, but I think he was definitely at that point in the album. I think he was definitely like thinking, we need a break, and I totally get that. I felt the same at that point where that lyric come in with the vigorous seed bit, which I was like, like when that harp come in, it's like it's I totally get why he wanted to put that in there, but yeah, I think some people sometimes don't understand bits like this, and I totally get that as well. But yeah, lovely harp. Let's hear that again. I don't know why I'm doing that. No one who plays harp like that. Like that, isn't it? Oh, that was a lovely chord. That wasn't that. It's like a D minor 6 chord. Doesn't have to have a name. It just sounds like this. It's beautiful. So it's a minor chord with the major 6 in it, which is a B. I teach piano, so I'm always like sometimes going into theory bits and kind of going into the harmony of things. It's all good fun, isn't it? This is the spy movie bit. Austin Powers. Ian Anderson, who's the narrator on this as well. On the flute. So good. The articulation on it. So many tones in that flute sound. I love this development of this section, this chord here. What chord is that? Yeah, they got the 9 in there. So it's like a minor chord with that C. So nice. E minor. Again, it's that tritone groove between E and B flat. Sorry, yeah, the minor doesn't come in straight away. What's that do first then? Because it's got the guitar's doing like a major 7 there. Then the minor comes in after that. So it's sneaky. I like it. The heaviest part of the album. This reminds me of the breakdown in Her Ghost in the Fog by Cradle of Filth. If I went and listened to it now, I probably wouldn't. I don't know, I probably wouldn't link the two, but it just, I don't know why, it just reminds me of it. Quite haunting. Love the development of this bit as well. Steps up. I've heard a lot of people say about like the end of section 3 and the end of paragraph 3 and the end of paragraph 5, where they're like, oh, why did you, like on 5, why did you do the fade out, man? It's like because they want more of it, and I totally get that, but come on, there's loads of sections where they really develop it, you know, over a couple of minutes and really build on it. But yeah, there are some parts where, I'd probably like to hear more of the end of 5 as well. Just like another 4 times would be good. It's just such a good little groove, isn't it? Anyway, that's next. I love paragraph 5, it's my favourite one. This reminds me of darkness outside, like a cold evening, pitch black, starry night. Maybe because I think he says stars. Stars.
Darkness waning slowly, a cold enigma.
That acoustic sound is such a good artistic choice.
Oh, happiness.
told you everything. Phrygian dominant, is it? Not there. Choir of Michael Angels. I say you can't dance to sections like this. I disagree. This bit there, that bit there, that thing there. I think they've taken his vocal of the next bit, found no traction in this haze, and maybe like sampled it. I thought it was guitar, like a wah sort of type thing, a wah guitar or something at first. I thought that's a really cool like guitar sound, but if you listen, I think you can almost hear Michael's voice in there, singing the next line that he sings. And then that melody there as well. Then he sings it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's happening anyway. I'm not sure how they did it. I love the way he sings that. Couldn't justify my reasoning. It's just so like, again, full of sadness and regret in his voice. The way he conveys that is amazing. I love that. Just hear it, can't you, in his voice? In his voice. My voice went funny. In his voice. So good. I really wanted that one. Can't pause it there. I love how Michael introduces the growl throughout this album with like a hey, like it's like he's like hey, like I'm back. It's so good. And this is for me, this is the peak of his growls on this album, where he's like does the hey, and then he does the wow, and the guitars, it's all kicking off, isn't it, on this track? Yeah, I just love that. I'm gonna listen to it again. Yeah, the laughs. Put him on one of my favourite sections. This bit. It's almost like a sort of clock. Ding dong, ding dong. Some kind of timer. Back to the original riff from the start. Best part of the song, potentially the album. This is such a bop. Lots of words in this bit, isn't there? Squeezing in. Here comes the melody. Which he then sings towards the end, doesn't he? Imagine if you wrote this. I'd be well happy with this if I wrote this. His voice just sounds so good here, like that range. So good. So you got this A minor melody, da, da, da. Then it goes up chromatically, which is the third of the B flat. So you've got this B flat minor. So you've got two minor chords next to each other, just going up a semitone. Third of A minor, and then down to the fifth of that one. comes in on with the 9 there, or the 2, I suppose. So good, beautiful, and obviously the rhythm of the like acoustic guitar. So you heard it. Whew. Track 6. Again, a bit like track 3. This wasn't my absolute favourite, track 6, but it's mainly this opening bit. It's not my favourite, but I totally get why he did this section here. Sort of, you know, all the paragraphs have been read, and all the secrets have been revealed, is what I meant to say. So it's sort of like a bit of breather space from all that aggression. There's not many breathers on this album. But like I said earlier, like there's so many sections within one song, so I love the later parts of this song as well. Yeah, tell me your favourite sections in the comments. Let me know what parts you like. Oh, I forgot about this bit. It's so good. This bit is coming. I think this bit's like him telling his kids to, like, you know, break the tradition, and you're gonna have to accept the big changes to the way the family is gonna be working, I guess. Leaving the sort of, he's leaving all to his schools, I think. I think the whole band was singing on this bit. I saw the documentary they did. I think they got them all to sing harmonies. Another amazing melody. does a lot of octaves on this album. I don't know if that's an Opeth thing, but yeah, but he sort of sings. The instruments are playing like the octaves, and then he's also singing the same note. It's all moving together. I know he wasn't singing on that last bit, but just the octave thing reminded me of it. So relaxing, isn't it, this bit? I love the organ paddy sound here. Oh, it's genius. It's the calm before the storm. Paragraph 7, here we go. It's just pure evil, isn't it, this next track? Is that organ, I think? Adds so much to it. The guitar tone on this song is so good. And it's weird, it's not like a crazy heavy, really overly distorted guitar sound. It's quite twangy, but it just sounds so heavy. I think it's the organ as well that backs it up. It just makes such a heavy sound. Time to say goodbye.
As part of paragraph 7, I bestow upon you both a number of artifacts of immense personal value to me. Wearing the family crest, I hope they can serve as a reminder of the fragility of heritage.
Fragility of heritage. Introducing himself again. Can we just talk about the subtle things on this album? Stuff like, just to think of, it needs this here, right here. That kind of like vocal drop. It wouldn't be the same without it, but it's so subtle. So good. It's dark. Very exciting album, isn't it? It's juicy. Iconoclast, that was another word I had to look up. It's like when you break religious artifacts or something, when you break the norm, break the rules of normal things. Might have to look it up again. Me again. I love that synth ostinato. Signing off. I think it's like for king. Is it Latin? I think it's for like king, country, stuff like that. Here come the octaves. Literally got 2 minutes of this riff. So heavy and dark and just reflective of everything you've just heard in the whole album. And again, it's sort of familiar, but also a new musical idea as well. Like, said my piece. That's that. It's done. Again, another really cool sort of riff that has plenty of time to develop. And boy does he. I love all the extra vocal bits that are thrown in here, like this sort of like choir vocals. And from what I've heard, it's all really authentic. Like he'll do like an album-ready demo, and then go in and replace all the parts with authentic instruments, like the harp, for example. I don't know if he had the harp part written or not. I'm guessing he did. Oof. Well, if you've made it this far into the video, well done. You've put up with me for nearly an hour. So thanks for joining me on this journey. It was very exciting. It's just such a good album, isn't it? So yeah, we've got one more track to do, which is The Twist, according to Michael. I didn't want to talk about the story too much today because I think a lot of other people have done it really well, to be honest, and explained the story. Because I couldn't fully understand the story just from reading a few lyrics. I have to kind of get stuck in and sort of piece it together from other people's interpretations, and yeah, great story. And I love the way he sort of played different characters with his voice. It's a bit like James Labrie did on the Astonishing album. Amazing. I don't know, was that album well received? I'm not sure. But, I really liked it. And I put this album up there with Scenes from a Memory. I really do. So it's amazing. It's different. It's a lot. Is it a lot darker? I guess. Yeah, I think it's darker. Just like it's obviously heavier with the vocals and stuff. I mean, it's not darker in that. I mean, I don't think anyone gets murdered in this album, whereas they do in Scenes from Memory. Spoiler alert! Chills. Beautiful, isn't it? Is this sort of about the real parents of the girl? Because the mum passed away, doesn't she? And then is this sort of to do with the dad, the biological dad? I didn't realise this song was 7 minutes. Waiting in the skies. Man's withered heart. Is that the father, the biological father? I think that's oh, Michael. The voice. I'll be honest. Whenever I listen to the album, I don't always listen to this song because I'm not a huge ballad fan. But every time I do listen to this song, chills. Frederick, give it to us. didn't realise how much I love a fade out until I heard this album. It just leaves you like reflecting on it more, doesn't it? Such a good solo. I'm going to wait till 11 seconds. Now it's finished properly. I've really enjoyed today. Like I said, it's the first video I've done in this sort of format, I guess. So thanks for watching. And if you can let me know in the comments what I can listen to next, because I have no idea. This album drew me in. Like I said, I've not heard any other Opeth albums. I've only heard this one. So could be some other Opeth or something different. I don't know. Let me know. And join me for another video, hopefully, and I can plonk about on the piano on another song. And I think that's it, really. I haven't got a theme tune. I need to get a microphone boom because my one snapped. But I can get more equipment later, I suppose. Anyway, I'm going to go now because I'm rambling. Bye-bye.